track, boy. Rock bottle on the track, boy. Rock bottle on the track, boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3, long awaited. It's been delayed. We're doing some switching because we had some audio issues with our vMix. So we went back to the good old reliable OBS. But without further ado, this is going to be a different style of recap that we're doing. We're just going straight into the week, and we're going to be basically talking about the game via the stats, and then moving on to the next one. You guys can chat it up all you guys want. We'll read your comments towards the end. We will give you guys a highlight reel, not all of them. Some of them might not make sense just because we're backed up so much. But on the last episode that we're going to have today, as we're going to have 3 shows going to start back to back to back, the final episode is going to have all the... Actually, you know what? We're going to keep all the highlights for the last one. That way we got action-packed episode 5. But without further ado, we got the kid, Jalen the Kid, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, y'all? What up? How's everybody doing?
Man, oh man, I am ready for this, brother. Last but not least, we got the coach. We got the man that's got that chalk talk. The Lion.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. So how you guys feeling today? Good?
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
yep. Took the good old pills and we good today.
He said, took the good old pills and we're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's not keep you guys waiting so long. Here we go. Going straight to the show. Boom! New layout, professional style. Week 6 games on the bottom ticker. That is the games that are going to be played. So let's start off in Atlanta. Atlanta travels over to Buffalo, wins 37-31. Who's got this one?
I'll take it from here. We have Michael Penix Jr., 28 of 38, 351 yards, 4 touchdowns. Bijan Robinson, 14 carries, 62 yards. Drake, no, I'm not that Drake. London, 9 receptions, 112 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. And the leading tackler was Caden Ellis with 6. On the losing side, we had Josh Allen, who we have said in past weeks is cursed when it comes to Madden. He went 20 of 34, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also led the team in carries. 11 carries, 63 yards. Khalil Shakir, 5 receptions, 52 yards. 2 touchdowns, and Kaiir Elam with half a sack and 8 tackles.
Good performance out there by Outcast. Moving on to the next game. Bengals dominate division rival.
All right. So in this game, we got the Ravens with 13 and we got the Bengals with 35. We see Lamar Jackson complete 17 out of 23 attempts for 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Also, Lamar Jackson with 6 carries, 33 yards. We got Mark Andrews with 4 receptions, 44 yards, and 1 touchdown. And we got Kyle Hamilton with 9 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Also, on the winning side, we got Joe Burrow. He completed 23 passes out of 29 attempts for 245 and 1 tutty. We got Chase Brown with 8 carries, 59 yards, and with the 3-piece at touchdown with 3 of them. We got T. Higgins with 8 receptions for 120 yards. And we got Chris Jenkins Jr. with 5 tackles and 1 sack.
I don't know why I can't hear Outlaw.
Oops.
There
Rookie
we go.
Bowl goes into overtime in a thriller. We got both rookie coaches playing 2 rookie quarterbacks. The battle of the rookies.
So we got the Lions taking this one by 3 in Cleveland, of all places. 7-16, 192 yards, 1 interception for the rookie, Jalen Milroe. Jahmyr Gibbs, a.k.a. Sonic, 16 carries, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra, 2 receptions, 96 yards. Terrion Arnold, the second-year man out of Alabama with 3 tackles, a pick, a deflection, and that pick going for 6. On the losing effort, we got Cam Ward, 23, 194 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Nick Chubb, speedy recovery, wishing him speedy recovery in real life, 19 carries, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. David Njoku, 4 receptions, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. And JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, 6 tackles.
Crazy game. Both of them have similar stats if you look at the run and pass. Great stuff out there in Detroit and Cleveland. Isaiah talking about Cook. What it do, brother? 7 interceptions by the Bears. Defense, wow.
Hey, I called this game.
That was a hell of a game, too. Thank you.
All right, so we got the Green Bay Packers losing with a score of 14 to the mighty the Bears of Chicago with 28. So we got Malik Willis he went 10 for 17 with 153 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 picks. Ouch. Marshawn Lord with 16 carries, 80 yards, and 1 touchdown. We got the craft man Tucker with 5 receptions and 90 yards. We got Jair Alexander, Rocky River's finest, with 2 tackles and 1 pick. On the winning side, we got Caleb Williams. He completed 7 out of 16 attempts for 98 yards and 3 picks. And we got DeAndre Swift with 12 carries, 48 yards, and 1 touchdown. We got Rome with 2 receptions for 38 yards. And we got Mr. Barrett Carter, the rookie, with 1 tackle, 1 pick, and that pick went for a pick 6.
Moving on to the next game, we got the Texans blow out the winless Jets. Was this a computer game or was this the actual Jets?
I think it was computer.
This was a computer game.
Okay. I didn't know which one he went on a buy.
We got CJ Stroud, 10 of 15, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon getting his usual 23 carries, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins, 5 receptions, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. And Aziz, I shouldn't have hit Trevor Lawrence, Al-Shaair, 4 tackles, 1 interception, 1 touchdown, which was a pick 6, obviously. Quinn Ewers did not have the best of day in this effort. 16-27, 246 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. Breece Hall led the team in carries with 6 going for 21, and led him in receiving as he had 4 for 92 with a touchdown. And then C.J. Mosley had 4 tackles and a sack as the Texans win.
Coach, the Lion holds on to beat OZ Awesome in a close one, 28-24.
And this was a wonderful sim game. Thank you, Sim Chiefs, for doing your job. In that sim, we had Sim Pat Mahomes go complete 22 out of 25 attempts for 229 yards for 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. We had IP Man, what we like to call him in KC, go for 14 carries and 60 yards. That's how you know I did not play. Xavier Worthy had 6 receptions for 87 yards and 1 touchdown. We had Trent McDuffie with 2 tackles, 2 INTs, and 1 deflection. On the losing side, we had Mr. Anthony, I cannot read a defense, Richardson, go 24, complete 24 out of 33 attempts for 220, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. We had Jonathan Taylor, please let me run the ball, with 18 carries and 82 yards. Michael Pittman Jr. with 5 receptions, 67 yards and 1 touchdown. And Mr. EJ Speed with 5 tackles and 1 interception.
GG CPU.
GG's.
Dallas puts everyone on notice as he takes down the reigning Super Bowl champion Raiders.
All right, so we had this game being played in Jerry World. 15-22, 187 for Trey Lance, and 3 touchdowns in his return to Dallas. Zamir White couldn't get things going, 10 carries, 27 yards. Jacoby Myers, 4 receptions, 62 yards, a touchdown. And Christian Wilkins, 3 tackles, 2.5 sacks. And then on the winning side, for them boys, as they call them, we got Mr. Here We Go, Dak Prescott, 18-30, 215, 1 touchdown, but 2 picks. Donovan Edwards, 21 carries, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. C.D. Lamb, 5 receptions, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. And Patrick Payton, 5 tackles, 1 sack.
Moving on to the next one, we got them Dolphins showing out versus the Saints. How about them boys out there?
So we got the Saints losing 29-49 to the Miami Dolphins. We got in the losing call, Derek Carr went 25 for 37 for 389 yards and 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. We also had Derek Carr, who think he's Derek Vick, Michael Vick's long lost brother, go for 2 carries, 19 yards, and 1 touchdown. We had Lawrence Cager have 10 receptions for 136 yards with 2 touchdowns, and we had Kool-Aid with 1 tackle and 1 pick. And then we got on the winning side, we got Tua having 9 completions out of 13 attempts for 259 and for 4 touchdowns and 2 picks. We had Davion Chunk, like I like to call him, but that's wrong. 9 carries for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. We had Anthony Schwartz go for 3 receptions, 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Wow. Cam Smith with 3 tackles and 3 picks and 1 deflections.
Vikings squeeze out a home victory versus the G-Men.
The Vikes against the G-Men, ladies and gentlemen, from US Bank Stadium. We had Shador. He is not busting down his AP this year. Sanders, 19-30, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Nick Singleton, 14 carries, 136 yards. Another Penn State guy with Theo Johnson, 3 receptions, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Kayvon Thibodeau, 1 tackle, 1 sack. And on the winning side, we had JJ. I don't usually throw the ball, McCarthy, going 6 of 9, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ashton, I didn't get the Heisman. Genty, 16 carries, 116 yards, and a touchdown. TJ Hawkinson, 3 receptions, 82 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Xavier, I'm not the wrestler, Woods, 6 tackles, 1 INT.
Chargers clip the Eagles' wings.
So we got the Eagles scoring 21 and the Chargers in a winning effort getting 41. We have Mr. Jalen Hurts went for 18 completions out of 36 attempts for 240 and 3 touchdowns and 4 picks. We also had Jalen Hurts with 3 carries and 20 yards. We also see A.J. Brown with 4 receptions and 73 yards, and Nolan Smith Jr. with 6 tackles and 1 pass deflection. On the winning side, we see Justin Herbert complete 17 passes out of his 25 attempts for 268 and 1 touchdown. We also see Jay Herbo turn on the Jets with 6 carries for 25 yards and 3 touchdowns. We also see Joshua Palmer with 5 receptions for 113 yards. And we also see Rasul Douglas for 4 tackles, 1 interception, and that went to the house for 1 touchdown.
Steelers roll past Arizona with Dobbs.
Steelers win 24-9. Josh the Pastronaut Dobbs 10-16, 143 yards. Threw a pick. Najee Harris 9 carries, 62 yards, 1 touchdown. Pat Freiermuth 2 receptions, 54 yards. My boy Beanie Bishop 1 tackle, 2 picks, and a pick 6. Kyler 16-30, 142, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. And he also led with 3 carries, 24 yards. Marvin Harrison Jr., 4 receptions, 40 yards, a touchdown. Zaven Collins, 3 tackles, 1 sack, as the Pittsburgh Steelers win 24-9 in Arizona.
We got the Panthers push the Seahawks to the end.
So we got the Seahawks with the 21-point victory to the Panthers 14. We see Drew Lock when he completed 10 passes out of his 22 attempts for 150 yards and 3 picks. Ouch. We see Kenneth Walker III with 11 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. We see DK where the candy at Metcalf with 40 receptions for 56 yards. And we see Jalen, please enunciate.
Uchenna Nwosu
with 5 tackles and 1 sack. Thank God for Jalen. We got Joe Milton Jr., the third, with 17 completions out of 25 attempts and for 219 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. We see Jonathan Hookham Brooks with 10 carries for 41 yards. Xavier, we cooked the coon, Leggett for 3 receptions and 63 yards. And we see Dane Jackson with 4 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 pass deflection.
Rams for Alar. Hold on, what? Rams forced Alar to throw 3 interceptions.
All right, there we go. So we had Drew Aller, 9 of 20 at 111 yards with 3 picks. TMC, 10 carries, 57 yards, a touchdown. George, I like Skittles Kittle, 2 receptions, 44 yards. JT Woods, 6 tackles, 1 deflection. And on the other side, Matt Stafford, 8 for 19, 213 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 9 carries, 109 yards, 1 touchdown. Puka, 4 receptions, 142 yards with a touchdown. And Darion Kendrick, 2 tackles, 1 interceptions, as this game was played at SoFi.
Patriots beat rookie head coach in Tampa.
So we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with 18, and in New England, we might be mighty again, Patriots with 32 points. So we see Baker Mayfield in a losing call go 19 for 27 for 254, and he had 2 touchdowns and 3 picks. We have Mr. White with 13 carries and 23 yards. Yikes. We got Mike Evans with 3 receptions, 100 for 109 yards and 1 touchdown. And we have Mr. Antonio Winfield Jr. for 5 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. We also see in the winning side, we got Drake. I might be made, but I'm the made man now. With 15 completions out of 17 attempts and 2 for 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. We also see Drake turn the Jets on with 4 carries and 84 yards for 1 touchdown. We see Javon Baker, see? 2 receptions, 9 for 90 yards and 1 touchdown. And we see Mr. Jonathan Jones with 2 tackles, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. He took the Daniel Sean bandana off. It's getting ugly.
I just seen that. He just flipped it back. He's like, whoop. He ties on the Jaguars, and it's not luck.
All right, so we got the Titans and going to Jacksonville. Will Levis, 12 of 15, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. Tony Pollard, 15 carries, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 receptions, 48 yards. Kenneth Murray Jr., 3 tackles, 1 pick. And then on the losing side, we had Trevor Lawrence, 13-24, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns, but also 3 picks in this game. Tank Bigsby, 8 carries, 71 yards. Brian Thomas, 4 receptions, 238 yards with 3 touchdowns. And Jarian Jones getting 6 tackles on the day.
Potential Super Bowl matchup here with the Commanders and Broncos.
We got the Commanders winning this game 31 to the Denver Broncos 28. We see Jaden Daniels and on winning side go well for 17 for 221, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. We see Ollie Gordon the second for 7 carries and for 31 yards. We see Terry McLaurin go for 5 receptions, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns. We see Dominique Hampton with 6 tackles, 2 picks, and 1 pick six. On the losing side, we see Mitchell Trubisky go 22 for 36 for 295, 3 touchdowns, 2 INT. We see Mr. Williams carry the ball 12 times for 58 yards. We see Troy Franklin with 6 receptions for 80 yards and 1 touchdown. And we see Jasheen Davis for 2 tackles and 2 sacks. Or kind of threw me off with his statement.
Right? Penix Jr. shows out in Buffalo. Go Outcast.
All right, so we had the Falcons winning this one 37-31 in Buffalo. Michael Penix. Wait, we did this one.
Oh yeah, this was the first one.
Yeah.
Commanders was the last one. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie doo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this one was a breeze. The next one's gonna be a breeze as well, because we're saving all the talk for what just happened in Week 5. So we will catch you guys in about 10 minutes for the next one. Until then,
Stay class.
Not bad, not bad. I gotta fix a couple things.
Hey, is there any way we're not live no more? We're just live right here.